What's up, everyone? It's Chase, and today I'm going to go over this ToneX pedal. It's not plugged in, as you can see with the software here, but yeah, I'm going to go over and look at some of the preset amps that they have in here and just kind of go over them. I'm not going to do too much of a deep dive today, but I just want to see what kind of amps are available on this unit. I'm going to be using my FGN with the Seymour Duncan blackouts in the bridge and the EMG 85 in the neck. And also, if you like what you see here, if you like all the gear reviews and gear, I don't know what else I do with gear reviews. I guess it's just reviews. But if you like the gear stuff that I do on this channel, please consider hitting subscribe and like. It greatly helps out the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel as big as I can. All right, let's plug this thing in. All right, so I have the ToneX pedal connected now. So I'm going to go and explore some presets. I don't know where this is going to take me. I'm actually just kind of diving into this on the spot right now. But we'll see what kind of presets we find on here and if there are any that I really like. In another video, there are two amps that I own that I really want to capture, the Friedman Rump 50 and the Orange Super Crush 100 that I just got. But for today, I'm going to be looking at the presets that are included with the ToneX pedal and seeing if there's anything there I like. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so this is the interface that comes with that ToneX pedal. I don't actually see a way for me to like change any settings, so I might have to do it from the pedal. All right, so the first preset here that it comes with that I first saw when I connected the pedal is this UK 800, which is a JCM 800 presumably. So sort of your like 80s rock kind of thing. But I think the one thing that stands out from just this one alone is the dynamics feel really good. Definitely there's this push of air feeling to it, and it could be the reverb quality. I know that some folks have said that there's too much reverb on some of these presets. So we'll see. This one seems fine to me overall. But as we go on, keep that in mind. But I do think it gives a good sense of like the air that a speaker is pushing. The second tone I want to move on to is the Spring Reverb. It looks like it says. I'm presuming it's some sort of Fender Spring Reverb. And the model feels already kind of slightly broken up. So if you like those kind of like, I guess, slightly broken up tones. This is definitely one of those models that feels like there's too much reverb. So I'm going to reduce the reverb a little bit. God, I wish I could do this with the software. This is kind of a cool tone if you want more of a spankier kind of breakup tone. Once again, with that same feeling of air, I actually think the bass here feels really good to play. When you're going through the individual notes in that like picking pattern that I just played, it actually feels like there's weight behind the notes, more so than a lot of other modelers that I've tried actually. All right, so moving on, I'm kind of excited because there's a 5150 here, and then there's also an SLO. So let's start with that 5150. Lots of noise too, if you can't already hear right now. But I'm going to get the gate going and turn down the gain a little bit. All right, I also turned off the reverb because there was a ton on this patch. So exactly what everyone was saying. However, this model sounds really good. Between my Fractal and some of my plugins from Neural, honestly, this is like right up there. It feels so good to play. Yeah, that's like metal territory right there. It's great. All right, let's move on to this SLO. So I really like the Soldano for lead tones specifically. I think that there's like a creaminess to it, and this definitely captures that. I will say this one's not my favorite of the ones I've tried so far, though. I think the 5150 is really, really good. And I think the 800 is also really good here. All right, so there's a Friedman Pink Taco, which is sort of a BE channel, but in 20 watts. And I'm going to dial this in. With these presets, I actually can't put a pedal in front of it. At least I don't think I can right now. So I really can't get the metal tones that I usually get out of Friedman. I'm going to dial it in a little bit and see what kind of sort of rock tones I can get out of it. So I think on all the presets on the ToneX that I've noticed that when you start to like do palm mutes, anything like the stuff like the on the crunch tone specifically, it feels like they added that, I don't know what to call it, but like a sub bass punch to it. And a lot of modelers can't get crunch tones done very well. So like stuff that I've tried with Neural, Fractal, Boss, Helix, it takes a lot of EQ to get that. And it's possible with those units, but the ToneX kind of gets that like low end thump with the crunch tones like really, really well actually. I want to try one more amp. And I think I saw it earlier. It was this Mezzabarba, which I've never tried one of those before, and I feel like I'd want to, because it's apparently like a Soldano on steroids. So we're going to try it. Yeah, weird high-end ringing. Yeah, that's not pleasant. I'm not going to use that for now. I said one more amp, but that amp didn't work out, so I'm gonna look for another amp. Mesa Boogie Triple Crown. So this is sort of Mesa's take on a British style amplifier. So let's see how this sounds. There's so much gain on this amp. It's not what I expected from a Triple Crown. I've only ever played the Triple Crown patch on the FM9, but yeah, this one has a lot of gain to it. I'm at 2.5 gain, and it's just insane, this amount. Alright, so that's going over some of the presets in this ToneX plugin, and I really like the 5150 in particular. I think that one sounded really, really good. And then also the 800 that they have is spot on for me, and that Friedman Pink Taco is actually pretty cool. It's so funny that they put the text Pink Taco in the ToneX app. But yeah, these are really, really cool. I'm looking to go and search for some tone models I really like, but I really like what I hear right now. It's really, really cool. And it's such a good deal. $400 for a library of amplifiers. That's insane, because you can add that to any like multi-effects unit. And if you had a problem with, let's say, the amps in a certain modular unit, you can take this $400 pedal and attach it in the loop of any of those modelers, and you effectively get a capture sort of like a Kemper or a Quad Cortex. So that's insane. I will say that the presets have either too much reverb or too much gain, and some of the presets like the Mezzabarba has this weird high-pitched ringing that is very unpleasant, and I'm sorry I couldn't do really a demo with it. It was really hurting my ears, and I couldn't really dial it out with the tools that I had here. However, I'm certain that if I took this and put it in a modeler, I could probably carve out that frequency and it would still work just fine. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hope y'all enjoyed this little dive into the ToneX, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Later.